Protest or vandalism?
The artist's medium, tomato soup, splattered inside an Ybor City gallery, intentionally destroying the artwork of others. 8 on Your Side investigator Brittany Muller is here with that story.
Keith, Stacey, this has really caused a divide in the art community in Tampa. The 7 artists who had tomato soup splattered on their art are devastated, outraged, and are humiliated. Inside Crest Contemporary in Ybor City.
I've found that the art community has really been very collaborative and very supportive.
There are 10 art galleries, including the Department of Contemporary Art, or DOCA, which put out a call so other artists could be featured in their gallery last Thursday.
Some examples of my pencil art.
Mark Breckwald's art was selected, and to his surprise, when he walked in,
I looked over and I saw my drawing covered in tomato soup, and it was shocking, to say the least.
Breckwald calls himself the pencil guy.
I don't think it was necessarily targeting me as a person or an artist.
His pencil drawing of Alicia Keys, which took him more than a week to complete, was covered in tomato soup.
And it was black and white, and the tomato soup looked very, very apparent when it was put on there.
Emiliano Sedicassi is the founder and director of DOCA. He's known for his performative and political art. He posted on social media, "Please try to forgive Emiliano Sedicassi." He hasn't responded to me despite multiple attempts to reach him.
Did you ever find out why this happened?
That's the funny thing about it, right? Protests typically have a very specific a reason for the protest, and it's usually very apparent, right? So I've heard Gaza was one of the reasons.
Plastic sheeting had been placed on the walls and floors. The artwork was then hung.
It was obvious that there was the full intent was to deface the art.
Breckwald says even the protective glass on his piece was intentionally removed before the tomato soup was thrown. His drawing was up for sale. After Breckwald realized what happened, a man walked up to him, handing him an envelope filled with money.
And then I realized that, again, the whole orchestration was they were going to pay us for the art, but it was defaced prior to any type of consent or knowledge.
Humiliation, anger, sadness, all emotions that Breckwald and the other 6 artists are now feeling.
I feel that art as a means of protest is not only valid, but I think it is important. I think it's necessary, but there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. Misleading and deceiving and blindsiding your fellow artists, that's definitely the wrong way to do it.
Now, another gallery called Tempest Projects is now offering resources for artists to protect themselves, including sample contracts and checklists. That information will be up on their website.
Okay, first of all, the defaced art was pretty remarkable. I mean, when you look at it, so kudos to them. It looked great. But the guy or the person that did this, I mean, have they apologized? Have they said anything about this or given any explanation on why they did it this way?
Well, they didn't give us an answer to our numerous questions about it, but not even to the artists that I've been being told. I've also learned from DOCA's social media that the cans of tomato soup were actually given away during April's art tour in Ybor City. The labels were even rebranded to say protest soup, encouraging those to throw it on a target, then shout a message.
Sounds pre-orchestrated. Absolutely. Thanks, Brittany. If you have something you'd like Brittany to investigate, call our 8 on Your Side helpline, the number 1-800-338-0808.